Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to LEGO Batman 2 DC Superheroes. Let's continue. Well, we are actually almost to 10 billion and we're quickly making progress to this. Let's skip to the next level here. What did we do last time? Not 15, that's the last one. What was it? 13. Yes, we almost had a little bit of trouble with 13 because to get one of the mini kits you have to hit 3 statues, but the 3 statues have to be different statues, so you're given all 3 options each 3 times. So that's like a 1 in 9 chance that you would mess up if you weren't specifically focusing on it. And then what it eventually turns out to be is you have to go in a circle a couple times to make sure you're aiming for the right statues. Whatever. Tower defense, let's hop into it. Free play. I have already saved the guy, but I haven't gotten superhero
of Lex Luthor's
status.
attempted election fraud, with confirmation that the mind-controlling gas used at his rallies was supplied and distributed by none other than the Joker. Gotham police denied that the giant white face, green hair, and broad grin of Luthor's robot accomplice should have alerted them sooner to the Joker's involvement, claiming that exposure to the mind-controlled gas made them inattentive and forgetful. Yeah, that was the gas. Definitely the gas.
So we're in the King Kong stage again. I don't imagine it's gonna take too long, but this was one of the levels that bugged out and just didn't work. So we could have that again happen. Here we need to deconstruct it and we'll use Flash to put it back together. And what is this we built? Is this supposed to be like the side of Gotham City or something? I see like a Z or a 2. A Batman 2 or, I mean, seriously don't even know what that's supposed to be. It kind of looks like a cityscape. Just a random cityscape. I mean, you kind of see a Batman signal. Sorta. Whatever, let's move on. I'm saying a lot of whatevers, let's move on, and then what's gonna probably happen is we'll run short on time. Again. Alright, nope, wrong button. Slow setup. And then switch to Green Lantern. And bring up the bridge. So what's weird about the bridge there is it looks like you were gonna just put out the fire or something else would happen. I just thought the fire was gonna get put out.
Awesome, Lisa.
So what we should do is think about how long this level is, because there is a possibility that some of the other levels could have been in this building. We had some building levels, we had the fight with the Lex Luthor's secretary bot. I thought that was cute that his secretary was being rude to him and it turned into a robot and attacked him. The story here might have worked a little bit better if it had some more cute stuff like that. The boat rigging thing still just seems very too mature. Let's see, we'll switch over to Mr. Freeze. So he gets his due. Instead of bothering to get Robin and put him in a free suit. So like climbing up on this, they could have put a whole nother level in there and better balanced. maybe. Maybe, maybe not. It really kind of depends on... Well, what I think would have had to have been is we'll see that it probably takes us 10 minutes just to get to the top of this building. And so if we had instead put 10 minutes of effort from another part of the game into this, it would have been its own separate level. So yeah, I'm definitely making a lot of suggestions and speculations about how this game was chopped into levels. Like right here, for instance, seems like that would have been a scene that we saw before. Very similar to that. The scene in like the 8th or 9th level, I believe, in Lex Luthor's building. Whichever level that was, the one in Lex Luthor's building. But yeah, I'm doing a lot of speculating here, thinking and acting like I would do any better. Who knows what constraints, what arguments happened in the background. Of course, that doesn't really excuse anything, does it? I mean, at the end of the day, the game is as how I see it. And if I can see it better, I don't care if the team didn't work well together, and I don't care if they were under a tight budget or tight time constraint. My only interest is reviewing and criticizing video games so that the art in general, all arts in general, are improved upon. So yes, I would go to something like the Mona Lisa and say, you know, his smile's a little crooked. They could have straightened that out. Although, if I'm gonna make a real criticism of the Mona Lisa, I would say, honestly, we have no idea what it originally looked like. It's been painted over and restored so many times that it's like if there was a hard drive from 100 years ago and the files kept getting saved over, and every now and then there was a slight thing added, slight thing changed. We just have no clue. I will also say, I think the Mona Lisa is, well, culturally and historically significant. It's not like it's a particularly interesting piece, if I'm going to talk about art. Painting some woman is bog standard for art. There you go. So it's been 8 minutes now to get to this point. I had forgotten that right now Wonder Woman and Superman are holding the building up. Let's see. Let's play as Batman, get the electric suit. Why is it called electricity suit instead of electric suit? I guess technically they would all be electric suits, because I bet they all have electronics in them. Ah, we're in a completely different area. Again, I must say, this game could not have afforded this. This was a terrible mistake on their part, to have any elements taken out. The levels are so short. And even the open world stuff is integrated so badly and feels like it's been really just left out and thrown out there for no with no real consideration or motivation or instruction even to go play it. At the end of the story mode, they tell you to go clean up Gotham City, and you're left to your own interpretation what that even means. There's another thing we're gonna need Aquaman for. Aquaman looks really odd as a minifig because he, in the comic books I've read, he looks pretty strong and intense, and they really do try in the comics to get away from the joke that he's the worst member of the Justice League and he's weak and not useful. In a lot of ways, he's usually depicted as a very strong leader of Atlantis, a very powerful warrior. I think he is probably hamstrung quite a lot by always having a set of bad guys that are ocean related and having to always have most of his stories take part in the ocean. If I was gonna do something wild with Aquaman, you know what? I would send him back in time to World War II when we were in the majority of, in the middle of fighting a lot of submarine and boats battles. Oh no, I hope I didn't miss something. I hope I didn't miss something down there. I think I may have missed something. Well, we've got two here. There's one here. Let's get this while we're here. So the game doesn't save when we collect the collectibles in the level. Strangely enough. I think I walked through the exit when I shouldn't have. And there's no going back. Let's see if we can get this done. Alright, what's the first thing we need to do? We'll go forward from this point all the way to the end of the level. That way we are certain of things like the level not having any more collectibles in the next section. And we'll then know that we missed it for real. Alright. Green Lantern to do this part. That was what I was supposed to do. Green Lantern really getting his due. The dumb hold down the B button is just not intuitive. Alright. Let's run over here now. And I believe we just need Aquaman to put out the fire. and then the Joker to charge this up. Again, the moon looks nice, but a few times you get to see it. And then so this totally feels like this should have been the final battle too. Undeniably, it's redundant that there's yet another level after this in which we have to take on the same contraption. These guys could seem to argue about how they wanted the final battle to go, but and they're arguing of making two final battles. They're missing half the middle of this game. Come on. You have to aim low here. There we go. So get this. It does kind of fall into the same problem of Arkham Asylum, I guess, because in Arkham Asylum the Joker turned into this huge monster that really had no connection to any DC story ever anyways. And in that same way we're fighting this giant Joker robot, but Joker having a Joker robot kind of makes sense. It's not really that odd. I love this scene. So if you had just kind of landed here and then it crashed on the ground and then the Joker was just laying on the ground with his head spinning, that would have been fine with me. Did we need this?
Come and get me!
Are we looking for? We're looking for any collectible just to see if there was one. Or you could have had the level actually start once we got to the roof, because it's been 18 minutes and it took us 8 minutes to get to the top of the roof, so it's been another 10 minutes now. The final boss fight could have started at the top of the roof. It could have been all of this sequence. That would have kept everything a little bit more balanced. If you're gonna have some levels that really only take 8 minutes to play, and then without even really struggling there, you should try to keep all the other levels down to 20. It doesn't ever get crazy out of hand. We don't have levels that are like 3 hours for one and 10 minutes for others. The Witcher 3 actually had a little bit of that because it was a little open-ended. You could, I think I have to beat that guy up first. Maybe beat that guy up. Yeah, that's it. You have to beat the goons up. So yeah, there was certain chapters in The Witcher 3 that if you were paying very close attention to them, and if you were distracting yourself and doing side quests, you could go 10-20 hours and have not actually progressed the main quest at all. Not a big issue. But in general, I would like to see all the, so I can run into these guys apparently with the balloons, get some points, but no collectibles or anything. Maybe by running into the guys with the balloons that would lower the number of goons that pop out here, but I doubt it. When you compare the size of this robot versus the number of goons that have run out, they're practically crammed in there like a sardine can. He had a little flag like he was surrendering. There we go, got him. And so that's the end of that level. So now we gotta jump back into it, so let's go ahead and skip things. We're over 10 billion. No replay option. It would be not a lot of programming to put the word replay there if you don't have 100%. Or just put the word replay there anyways. By default, I like go back to Gotham City, sure. But having to come back all the way through these 2 or 3 menus doesn't really help. Alright. So let's see how fast can we really open this door and get up there. Switch to Green Lantern. I think I'll hold on to Green Lantern. Again, a hammer that modifies the world. We saw that in one other place, and those places weren't very Lego-like places. How about this? Can we fly around? No, we'll just switch to Superman then. So quickly we want to run through here. It shouldn't be a big issue to get up here now that we don't have to collect any of the other collectibles. That was probably so far only a couple minutes at most. However long it takes me to switch back to Superman and fly upward. Apparently that's as far as you can fly. We'll have to use Mr. Freeze for this. Switch to Batgirl. She can grapple. Batgirl has hair sticking out from the back of her cape. Come on, it's gotta be right here somewhere. There we go. Batwoman also has red hair. I think Batgirl eventually quits doing the red hair. Maybe, I don't know. Could be a lot of different things. Let's return to Gotham City, save and finish the level. So that wasn't too bad to recover from. I will give props to all LEGO games that if you have to go back into free play mode, a second time. As long as you're prepared, as long as you have the detector red bricks, you're not gonna have a big struggle playing the level a third time. So that's all the boats collected, and we only have 3 more gold bricks to collect, which that's a little questionable where the last one is. We need to have a look-see here. Like, there are no gold bricks anywhere on this map. And yet, it says 3. Oh, so the 3 are 1 for getting all the mini kits, 1 for getting superhero status, and 1 for saving the guy in distress. Okay, that's the 3 remaining. That's good news. That means pretty much next episode is the last episode. And we are at 98.2%, so more indication to that. We will do the last couple things we need to unlock in the overworld in next episode too, so we will see everything. That's going to be it for this episode though. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right is a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.